We're here today with Ashley and Sarah Kendrick, and they obviously work together super well as a team, and so we just want to talk a little bit more about that. So when someone wants to work with you or wants to work with Sarah, how do you direct them? What's that look like?
So one thing I've tried to do in my business that just sets our team apart is create like a full service real estate situation. Whereas most agents just focus on like buying or selling real estate, I literally try and focus on like what can we offer you that's different. And that's where Sarah comes into play. She's 100% the design aspect of our business, and I'm 100% the real estate. Also the relationships we've built, 16 years of working with different contractors. So we can find a home, we can design a home, we can hire contractors that we trust. So we just like to fill in all the blanks, and we really work together as a team to do that, because I'm just not focused on anything design related. I'm like a puppy. She always finds something very creative. Like the house will tell her like, oh, this is your creativity budget. And then she'll do something unique with each house. It's kind of become like a design stamp for her. And what really is very cool, because I have a huge ego, is that then people see my listings online and they think that I have something to do with that. Like, oh, Ashley Kendrick has the coolest listings. She must tell her clients to do that, but really it's my secret weapon. But not only that, even for the return on investment for just a normal client. So like now I've actually gotten more confident. I used to tell people like, don't spend any money before we list your house. We have a healthy market. There's really like not a need. But now like I'll bring Sarah in on a listing appointment at the end of it a lot of times and say, where can we spend $1,500 in this house to get maybe a $5,000, $10,000 return? And lately, like knock on wood, it's really been paying off for my clients. So she's such an asset to the business in that way too. Not to mention like just the marketing side of it that comes with like just these little design touches that Instagram and Facebook says, you know, they're like, whoa, that's really cool, you know? And I think it just sets the business apart a little bit. But also it's an actual hard return for a lot of clients, which is awesome.
Yeah, very cool. And you guys have something that's a little bit unique and different just in this area, being able to do that full circle business like we were talking about.
I would say one of the biggest assets of our business is our relationship to people who are not gonna rip people off and that are gonna be loyal and honest and communicative. She works direct with contractor and a lot of times will almost project manage construction jobs for people. In fact, she does that outside of my real estate business because there's such a buzz around it right now.
There's such a demand for interior design. There's so many people that want to create a new space that they see on Pinterest or in magazines, but they don't know how to do it. They don't know where to begin. And they also have a budget. And we have contractors that can fit all different price points. And it's really nice to have the variety, to have the general rapport that we have with these general contractors, to where we're not going to send anybody to somebody's house that we can't vouch for, that we haven't had work on any of our own projects. And I have the experience with working with specific types of tile, and I have the relationships with the different third parties that I can help clients stay in a reasonable budget and give them an elevated look without having to pay Mercedes-Benz pricing.
Right. People get taken advantage of all the time, especially in the construction industry. And one thing we've learned is that there's an actual need in Kansas City for guidance. And our business has helped find that system almost indirectly. Like now we just have the system because trial and error in relationships with contractors.
So how does it typically work? Someone comes to you and says, hey, I have this vision and I want to do a kitchen remodel. And what are the next steps from there?
So I've had people approach me from every end of the spectrum. I've had people approach me and say, I want to do all the work myself in my kitchen, but I just need help designing it. All the way to someone who says, I have all of these walls in my house and I want to tear them all out. I need CAD designs and I need help designing bathrooms, kitchens, everything. And I love doing it. I love being able to bring design to people that didn't normally think that it would be an option for them.
And I can't handle it. I'm like, I don't want to know.
Too many details.
Too
You're
many
like,
details.
That's too many details
Yeah, I
for
don't
me.
know. I know.
Which I just think it's fascinating because I can't imagine seeing the finished product like you can. You know, I'm like, oh, I know I kind of like
She
this, or I
literally
kind of
like
like this.
measure every little thing, or like ask me. I'll be with a client and we'll call her and say, can we do X, Y, and Z with this kitchen? And I'll send her a picture, and I want her to respond within seconds. And she'll be like, I'm gonna come over with my tape measure. I'm gonna bring X, Y, and Z, and then I'll get back to you. She cannot answer something
No.
in
I've
like
made
a
that
quick
mistake.
holistic thing.
Yeah.
I've made that
It drives
mistake.
me freaking bonkers. But it's a very good balance.
It is.
Great. Anything you want to add to that, Sarah, about just working together, who does what?
We both had a little bit of apprehension when I decided to quit corporate America and start working together full time. There's always that fear working with your spouse. But honestly, we don't see each other very much throughout the day. We just keep it clean. We don't try to do each other's jobs. And we also help lift up the other person's assets, and we value each other's opinions,
And we don't talk business after hours, and we don't watch HGTV in our home.
Are you sure we don't do those things?
Okay, maybe we do.
We try
Maybe
not
we
to.
sneak both those things in every now and then.
Well, thank you so much, Ashley and Sarah Kendrick. It's been great to talk just about your guys' business, and I cannot wait to see just the next projects that you guys have up your sleeves.
Thank you.
Thanks, Adeline.
Yeah.